Welcome everybody to Extreme Off-Road Silly Bills, and today we're dealing with the 1970 Triumph TR6 PI. Now it's a 761 horsepower, 551 pounds-feet of torque from a 3.6 litre turbocharged inline 6 engine. The car itself now weighs 2,189 pounds. It has off-road tyres, all-wheel drive and off-road suspension, and it can now do 0 to 60 in 2.656 seconds, 0 to 106.330 seconds, and going to a top speed of 222 miles an hour. So yeah, this is the third in a row classic, convertible sports car that we've had on this series in the last few episodes, with the Honda S800 and the Austin Healey Sprite Mark 1 preceding this. This is the same age as a Honda S800, but it is more powerful, but it is also the heaviest out of the three. So yeah, going to be interested to see what this can do in comparison to those two cars. Because yeah, like I said, it has more power than both of them, but it is far heavier than both of them as well. But it is a larger car, so it might well be a bit more stable. And with that extra weight, it shouldn't be thrown around too much. But just like those previous two vehicles, it's certainly not meant for dealing with this kind of course. And yeah, it's also obviously not meant for this kind of power, although it is the most powerful stock version out of the three. It has 150 horsepower in stock form, whereas yeah, the Honda had 70 horsepower and the Austin Healey had even less than that. So yeah, I have confidence in this, especially since our current fastest Triumph is the TR3B, which managed a time of 2 minutes 3 seconds .2. So yeah, which is faster than the Honda, I think, but not quite as quick as the Austin Healey. So this at least has some pedigree in terms of other vehicles on this series doing well from Triumph. It's fairly quick down here. Seems fairly stable, to be honest. Had no grip issues really on the mud, so it's not going to have any grip issues here, where it's always grippier. Wandering onto the grass is a little bit treacherous, because that is a lot more of a slip and slide area of this course. Let's see if we can use the additional power on this straight. Well, not particularly quick across the finish line, 161 miles an hour, and a time of 2 minutes 3 seconds .367 puts it just behind the Triumph TR3B, which is now still our fastest Triumph vehicle. And yeah, it's let's see how much it compares to the S800. It's slightly quicker than the S800 from Honda in the previous episode, and the Austin was far quicker. It was more than a second quicker than this, but to be honest, considering the different vehicles, this has more power and more weight, but it's also a larger car as well, compared to the previous two vehicles, which were really rather underpowered in comparison to this, but were also much smaller and much lighter. The fact that they're all about a second or so in around that kind of time, a second or so either quicker than this or slightly slower than this, is really rather odd, to be honest, considering, like I said, they have a fair bit different to them. But yeah, this was still a really rather good car. It's easily the more stable and controlled of the three, even though obviously it's not quite as quick as the Austin Healey Sprite. But as I have said in previous episodes, a stable and easy to manage car does not necessarily make a quick car on this series. Sometimes the more hectic vehicle is quicker, even if it is a vehicle that makes more mistakes. So yeah, that's just the way it goes sometimes. But yeah, second quickest Triumph that we've had out of the four, which is not half bad, beating the TR7 and the Spitfire, makes this at least a good car in that regard. Nonetheless, thanks for watching, and I'll see you in the next one. Bye.